In the quiet, God waits. There are nights when the world feels too quiet. Not the comforting kind of quiet, but the kind that makes you aware of every sound inside yourself. The rhythm of your heart, the emptiness in your stomach, the quiet ache of waiting for something that never seems to arrive. Last night, I sat alone in my kitchen. The rain was gentle, and the coffee had gone cold without asking my permission. Somewhere, a cat cried out in the dark. I didn't know what it wanted. Maybe no one did. People say God made us, not like an artist paints a picture, more like a mechanic builds an engine, a machine designed for a specific kind of fuel. We try running on other things, fame, money, romance, noise, but none of it works. We sputter, we stall, and eventually we stop. God, I think, isn't found in lightning bolts or perfect moments. He's more like a presence you don't notice until everything else goes quiet. Like a soft humming behind the wall, or a faint radio signal from a far-off station that only comes through when the static clears. Waiting is hard. We don't talk about that enough, especially when we're waiting on something sacred. We pray, we plead, we hope, and still, silence. Not rejection, just silence. Like someone sitting across from you in a cafe, sipping tea and not saying a word, but still there, still listening. I've learned that waiting on God isn't a waste of time. It's a kind of rehearsal, like tuning a piano before the concert begins. Joseph waited in prison. Abraham waited 100 years. Even Jesus waited in the tomb. Maybe the silence isn't absence. Maybe it's preparation. Maybe it's God laying out something larger than we can imagine. A map we're not yet ready to read. There are things we long for. Healing. Love. Answers. A job that doesn't break us. A person who sees us. An end to the pain. And in that space between asking and receiving, there is often nothing. No voice. No miracle. Just us. And God. And the long stretch of silence that we mistake for being alone. But in that silence, something grows. Patience. Character. Hope. There's a verse that says, "Be still and know that I am God." Stillness doesn't come easy. It has to be practiced. Like learning to float in deep water. You stop kicking. You stop fighting. You let go. And slowly, the water holds you. That's what faith feels like sometimes. Letting yourself be held in the waiting, even when everything inside you wants to run. So if you're tired, if you've been waiting too long, if your prayers feel like letters that never get returned, know this: God hasn't forgotten you. He's not late. He's working behind the curtain, in the silence, in the spaces between. Like a jazz musician holding a note one beat longer than expected. Not because he missed it, but because that's where the beauty lies. Just hold on, be still. The dawn always comes, even after the longest night.